No. Okay, so the point I was actually trying to make is a lot of people speak about Sexyy Red. So people are saying, is she a good representation for the younger generation for them to see that?
Okay.
In terms of, hey,
I see where you're going.
She's a public figure. She's going on BET. She's calling herself a hoe. My young child, daughter, cousin, niece could see that. Is that a good example? So this is what people are speaking about.
Listen,
I ain't
D6,
saying me. I'm
Mudi,
just saying.
D6 Mudi.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Me and D6 ain't got kids.
Yeah.
You got kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is an easy question. No, this is an easy question for
you
me.
You got kids.
Yeah,
right?
This is an easy question for me because like earlier on when I had my son, like it was scary. So I decided that I'm gonna be very vulnerable and just accept whatever happens and not worry about that. And as you were speaking, I was thinking, you know what, we have to give the youth, credit. You know, the fact that they're still around and you might have examples of wildness going on, but they're even making money from it. You know, they're really doing their best in terms of the actual outcomes of what they produce, even though, you know, what they consume or what they produce is sometimes questionable, right?
Are you saying we should give them leniency?
Yeah,
Is this what you're saying?
it's not even that, you have no choice.
Well,
it boils down to that bum dollar, bro.
Well, music is a form of expression, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what we can't take away from the art. Yeah, it's an expression. That's music.
Well, sorry to cut you.
Go on.
So I just want to go back. Check this, yeah. There's so many other options out there. Like we get wound up about one artist doing the most, yeah, but that's just one artist in one genre at one moment in time. And in that same moment in time, there's loads of other tracks and creativity going on that we can get our children.
They do push that stuff in your face.
Pardon?
It is pushed in your face way
off.
more.
Switch it off.
It is.
I've trained my son, yeah.
When they go to school, they are listening to it as well.
I'm so proud of my son, yeah.
They're listening to it at school.
Like, I want to watch Baby Shark. So I let him watch Baby Shark. 5 minutes into it, if I've changed my mind, I'll be like, close the laptop. And he slaps it down. And he gives me a high five. Like, you just got, they're intelligent too, you know, these youths. It's like, they get it. You know, like we know, for example, from alcohol, we drink too much, we're gone. You know what I'm saying? We restrain ourselves.
Accountability, that's what that is.
Not necessarily stop it, but we can restrain ourselves. We need to teach them that kind of things, is what I'm saying.
But it looks like it's not happening, though.
Just understand.
It looks like it's not happening.
It's happening, but it's not necessarily televised.
That's true. That's true.
And I think you want to see more of that, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we need to see more successfulness, more greatness, more cuteness online. Do you see what I'm saying? More, you know.
Feel that.
But do you know what?
Not negative and negative and negative.
But do you know what I've noticed? In terms of people we can aspire to look to, in terms of social media, a lot of it is based on the entertainment industry. So if somebody's really successful in IT or a different space, you don't necessarily look that cool on social media.
True.
Do you?
That's why they tell me my name's Mudi and that's it.
You know what I mean? My question is, how do we make a doctor look cool? How do we make a guy in tech look cool?
They can do it. They can.
How do you make that look cool? That's actually...
I know how
Wait, hold on.
Do you know what? I actually do know how you make that
hold on.
yeah.
There was a dentist and he used to rap about his teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's gimmick.
Yeah, do you see what? No, but it's still, it's still beautiful.
He's onto something.
It's still beautiful, though. Do you see what I'm saying? It's still beautiful. He's rapping about your teeth. Go and brush your teeth. Do you see what I'm saying? He was rapping about teeth.
I know that.
That's going to influence your kid to go to the bathroom every morning and night and brush their teeth. But would it give you less hassle in life?
Would it influence the child to want to be a dentist?
Could do. Can't take that away from them.
I'm not going to take that away. It's a question.
They could keep seeing that and be like, I want to be like him.
It's simply a question.
I want to be like him.
You want to influence a child to be a dentist. You tell him like, what else is going to make you money. That's all I'm saying. That's what my mom told me. I wanted to be an artist. And then she's like, I see no rich black artist. And that was a big fat lie. I just didn't know at the time.
Black artist.
Yeah, rich. Rich black. That's a rich black.
No, rich black artist. No. I was just catching you. I was catching you.
Anyway, yeah. So that shook me out of my dreams. So shout out to parents, don't do that. And yeah, I don't know.
I guess another caveat to that is it about the money or is it necessarily the exposure the fame, like, because the jobs that I've mentioned outside of the entertainment industry, essentially, you can get your money peacefully. No one sees your post. You don't have to post. You don't require using social media.
How much money are you getting outside that entertainment?
That's subjective.
They're still not going to earn the same as an entertainer.
Are you sure?
Whoa.
Entertainers aren't the richest things in the world.
Whoa. Are you sure?
But are we going to sit there and teach our kids to be a train driver?
Well, yeah, if that's what they want
to do. All right, cool. Wait. No, because answering his question. So a train driver, what they earning about 60k a year, 60 to 80k a year. I think they're crying. I think they're crying for 60, 80k. I think that's what they want. That's why they're striking every 5 minutes. But
pissing me off.
We need them. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, but they want that money.
Shout out to Dougie. You know what I'm saying?
But cool. You're gonna say to your kid, all right? You're gonna say to your child, be a train driver.
Yeah.
But then they're seeing Drake in his $1 billion mansion. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which one's gonna influence you a bit more?
But before,
so that goes to answer your question: are we chasing the fame or the money? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how I'm looking at things.
Yeah, shout out to the real person behind Drake. He's a real human. Drake.
Hey. No, you can't say that.
You need to teach, and Drake, the real human being behind Drake, will agree to this. You need to teach your kids self-worth. Like, I get it. Train driver might not be as sexy as being a celebrity like Drake or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
But are you really happy? You know, have you got that laid down? And what's your passion? Is your passion to be rapping? If it is, then fine, go do that. But maybe your passion is trains because, you know, your parents played with you with train sets and you want to be the best train driver. That's never going to earn you money, but it's your happiness, right?
Yeah.
Get to know yourself is the number one thing.
What I would say is
I'm not going to deviate on that Drake thing, but we're going to let that slide.
Sorry, Drake. Sue me.
Yeah, shout out to Drake.
Make my podcast great.
No.
Shout out to Drake, man. I am with Drake.
Drake don't know me, Drake for me is the artist. That's my favorite artist. You get me? So Drake's my favorite artist.
I can't even do that. That's why
I can't even entertain that.
Yeah, I can't.
So you get hung up on my comment. That's just my opinion.
No, but that's fine. That's fine.
It was the analogy. It wasn't. I didn't want to focus on the analogy.
Directed
yeah, that's what I mean.
That's fine.
It's like these images, these idols, is what they are.
Yeah.
You need to teach your child to be able to say that to themselves, to be able to say no. It's okay. When I'm in a club, yeah, Drake's dope or whoever's the latest is dope. Yeah, I'm not denying that. That's not what I'm saying is saying. Yeah, what I'm saying is that when it comes to you, you're alone in your room, things ain't going well, and you're trying to figure out just the next step in your decision in life.
Yeah,
you don't need none of this.
But this is what I'm saying. How do you tell a youngster to not fight, to not want to be seen? I'm not saying that it's a fight, but right now we have social currency, and to be seen is value. So you're going to tell that youngster, yo, don't worry about that rapper, yeah?
I think it's very simple, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I think it's very simple.
That's why I put it on money and the fame. And I feel like they need to just stop looking at the fame and focus on getting money quietly.
The reason why I went quiet is that you can't really tell people what to do.
We can't tell kids
Bro,
we've
grown up, right?
We can't.
Can I tell you what to do? Have I ever told you what to do? You've surprised me, bro. Many times.
No, all we can do is advise.
And I'm just like, it's cool.
All we can do is advise, though. We can advise.
Right.
We can't take anything away from that.
Right.
We can advise, yeah, to the best of our ability. Mm-hmm. But everyone's going to still make their own decision. You can't stop that. That is beans for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, you're going to do it. You're going to do it.
I
told you not to go with that girl yesterday.
Yeah,
and you still went. And you still went with the girl.
Crack jokes about it. Do you know what times? Yeah, I've had guys. Yeah, I've made mistakes with girls. Yeah, and my guys will be like having this talk with me about, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I feel you. Blah blah blah. And then guess what happens? They go and make the same mistake. And then do you know what I do? I'll be like,
why are you laughing for?
The tables have turned. Bro, you know I'm on your side, bro. I'm just letting you know. Remember that conversation we had? Because I don't want to be around people who are just like caught up in the moment. I want to be around people who can see it for what it is. Yeah? You know better. So do better. And the same thing with the youths is that just teaching them to get to know something and do the right thing by it and not be jaded by, you know, what people project. Because I'm telling you, perception counts for everything, you know, in this life that we live, you know. But you have to understand that perception is easily an illusion. So you need to dig deeper and be able to close your eyes and be able to live your life, you know, without your eyes, literally. And I know this is very high level talk.
Very high level talk.
Very high level talk. But once you can do that, and you then can enter into the entertainment industry, in my opinion, or any industry, and see it how you see it and make it work for you. Yeah, because you're not like the rest, just distracted and following the flow, you know? You know how to move in the way that you need to move to be successful. Do my best.
The point I'm trying to make is, when you was younger, I'm sure you was listening to certain music, and I'm sure your parents had an opinion about the type of music you was listening to.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they was pretty vocal about how they felt about the music you was listening to. At that point, did you feel as if they really had your best interest at heart? Or did you feel like they were just like, turn down the racket, X, Y, Z? Because you're obviously giving your points as in how you're going to try and raise your child, etc., with the points and the wisdom bestowed upon you. But I'm just saying, but when it was you...
You know what? So I mean,
how did you
let's put some context to it. Like, I'm from a Nigerian household.
Cool.
With a slight little twist, but we'll go into that another time maybe. And yeah, I got beats to be corrected, but I don't think I ever got beat for playing bad music. It was more just turn it off. And I don't recall my mum ever getting involved in what kind of music I listened to. She's just like the obvious. Like, if I'm playing a track that says nigger and bitches too much, you just wouldn't play that in front of your African parents, right? And then everything's calm, you know? She don't really know the parties I went out to, you know? I just keep that pattern separated. You know what I'm saying? Go church, go party, two separate things going on here. And then it's calm.
Church, then party?
And you know what?
So what's the message in this?
The message is my parents let me get on with what I need to get on with, as long as I did not, you know, go crazy, right?
No, I hear you.
Because I think they got it that I'm a kid. Like, back in the day, I think there was pressure in that kind of lifestyle of being seen as like living two lives. Yeah. And in those times I felt, I was probably living two lives, or, you know, just living one life, but just happened to be in a party right now. You know what I'm saying? But I now genuinely think that's what it was, because when you're a kid, you are trying to find yourself. And gone are the days where everyone follows a strict path because of their creed or where they come from or their religion. We're now living in times where it's more sooner that you are allowed the liberty to be whatever you want to be. That's the way I look at it.
So they must just go and find. Just live and find.
I say this openly.
Live and find, kids.
I'm looking for the day to kick my son off a
cliff.
Go
out there, live and find.
Kick him off a cliff.
Just tread carefully.
You ain't gonna kick no one off
out there. Come back with some battle scars. Just come back alive, please.
Just be careful what you take in.
Call me.
Yeah. That's the main
Is there any last points we want to say on community leaders before we move on?
We didn't really touch on that.
We didn't touch on that?
Well done to those who are community leaders.
Okay, should we touch on that then?
Yeah.
A bit more?
I will name drop a guy that I watch on Instagram, and he always comes up with solutions, and he speaks quite well. Vic Santoro.
Okay.
Vic Santoro. So he will pop up now and again on Insta, and he will just speak about, you know, if you got someone on the street that's trying to pull you in, listen, he's 40 years old, he's a bummy you, and he's trying to draw you in, right? Don't look up to that. That's dead food. See what I'm saying? That's dead food. Don't look up to that. Man, them on the ends who's 40 plus trying to say, yeah, come and do this for me, and you get me?
Yeah.
So he would come on the internet, and he would jump on the internet, and he would just talk about little topics for the community. So I'd give Vic Santoro, that's who I could actually come across. And I think he's from Lucian Borough.
Yeah. Shout out to Vic.
Can we also like just clarify, what is the community we're talking about?
I had London in mind, in particular South, shout out. In mind when I was speaking about our community, you know, where we all live quite close to each other. So the same thing that's going to affect you is going to affect me. Well, we're going to hear about the same issues. You know, when we heard about the riots, it weren't too far from where we lived, etc. So this is what I mean about the community.
So that explains to me why you brought in the aspect of how we look up to celebrities, right?
Yes.
But what confused me was that you were talking about people who are in a different discipline, like, you know, a dentist or whatever. Okay. But it makes sense now.
Yeah. Did you see where I was going with it
because so my question to you guys is how can we decouple the community from the entertainment industry? Because it sounds like that's a problem, that they just we're hyper focused on that's the kind of person we want to be like. Ain't nothing wrong with being like that. I don't want to get back into that discussion. There's nothing wrong being in the entertainment industry. But if we're saying it's a problem that's all we see the world and how it works, how do we widen their perspective?